All right, students, we're going to start our discussion on slope-intercept form and kind of give you the basics. So we start off with the first word, which is slope. There we go, slope. And slope is the letter M, and M is equal to rise over the run, which is the change in y's over the change in x's. Now, the book is going to try to give you the mathematical version of this and change it from slope to slope-intercept form. It gets a little complicated. I think it's on the second page. Let me see, where was it? Yeah, it's on slide 2, and it's at the explain 1 of slide 2. And what they do is they start off with, okay, so we got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Well, that's your slope. So when you find that, you actually found m. So then the question is, well, if that's the case and you find m using that, then what is b? What can you do to find b? Well, first of all, let's start off by giving you the definition of b. Okay, and in this case, b is the y-intercept. What do we know is special about y-intercepts? Well, what we know is special about y-intercepts is that the x is always equal to 0. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. That was the ugliest little y I have ever drawn. Okay, and that's what we know for a fact. So if b is the y-intercept, then we could say that it is 0, b, because b is the y. Okay, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. So if that's the case, then what we have here is y equals mx plus b, where this and this are permanently etched into that equation. Anytime it asks you for the slope-intercept form, you're always going to indicate a y and an x as the variable y and the variable x unless something happened to the variable x, and you'll see that a little bit later. Okay, so now we know that in order to fill out the slope-intercept form, all we need to do now is find m and find b. So if I hand you m and I hand you b, well, it becomes pretty easy. And I believe that's the first one they do in example 1a. They literally hand you a slope. They say, slope is equal to 3, and I'm going to give you a point. And the point is, actually, I'm going to change just a tad bit to help you understand a little bit better because they don't. So let's pretend I give you a slope of 3 and a b of -6. Okay, so this will be Pedro's example. Well, and they tell you to find the slope-intercept form. Well, this is pretty easy. All you got to do is plug it in. Y equals 3x minus 6. Done. You are finished. So now let's move on to the next type of example we're going to see. The next type of example is what they actually give you for question A. Okay, and question 1A basically gives you slope m equals 3, but this time, notice what they give you. They give you 2, 5. Now, you can only use that 5 if it's b, and you can only find b under one condition. B is equal to 0, b. Notice that's not 0, that's a 2. So you cannot consider that 5b. What you have to do now is you actually have to find b. Well, lucky for us, somebody gave us an equation, y equals mx plus b. And check this out and see if this makes sense. if this is an X and this is a Y and this is an M, well, and you plug it all in, well, let's see, Y is equal to 5. Actually, let me change my color again because I don't want to use the same colors over and over again. Okay, that's not good enough. So Y, oops, didn't want Y. What is the value of Y? Well, Y is 5. Error. Y is 5 equals, what's M? M is the value of 3. Remember, these two are being multiplied together, so I'm just going to put the X right here. And this time, I'm going to put, instead of the X, I'm going to put the value of X, which is 2 plus B, because I don't know what B is. Well, now we just need to find it. All right, well then, 3 times 2 is 6. Get B by itself. And you get B. B is equal to -1. Well, now we just need to plug everything into the equation. And the equation was Y. So let's do Y equals, well, M was 3, so I'm going to put 3. I need the value of X, or the variable for X. And this time for B, I'm going to put -1, and there we go. That is example 1A. All right, I'm going to stop the video here to let you work out question B, and then I'll be back with a few different examples, variations of question B.